box full of Sega. Oh, ho, ho. Sega. Oh, Sega CD for me.
Well, look. Genesis.
Stereo Genesis. Oh, one of these.
John, what's that?
Oh, it's a 32X.
Then what's that?
Oh, that? That's a better 32X.
Star Wars has always been kind to me in the past. We have Rogue Squadron, TIE Fighter, X-Wing before that. They've always made great shooter games. So the Star Wars arcade game, I have high hopes.
Expect quite a bit.
I hope this game was completely made by droids. It would just be so perfect, they'd know exactly what to do.
Ooh, well, yeah, good for its time.
So this is our kind of first foray in terms of the review in like 3D polygon-based shoot-'em-ups.
This is like TIE Fighter graphics, so that's not too bad.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's not bad. It's the 32X. Okay, so we can choose from the 32X Enhanced Star Wars with extended and more challenging levels, which, by the way, is impossible to read.
Yeah, it is.
And arcade, Star Wars arcade game. So let's choose a 32X Enhanced levels. Why not? Let's do Pilot and Gunner, so that way we can kind of do two-player here.
That's not Akbar.
The controls are inverted.
Yeah, well,
I
a lot
hate
of
inverted controls.
A lot of games are like that, though.
It's just...
I just hate it.
A lot of Star Wars games are like
Like the
that.
droids. I just hate droids.
Yeah, they use classic Star Wars battle music for here, but it's not encoded very well. It sounds really quiet and crappy. It's just not as exciting as it could be. It sounds kind of low res. Yeah.
Oh, no, we mission
next
completed.
level.
So that was like not particularly amazing. We're just kind of going through an asteroid field, I guess.
Wipe out enemy fighters.
Well, it's the same mission as last time.
Yeah, so we get... Okay.
But there's a Star Destroyer.
Whoa.
Actually, there's a fleet of Star Destroyers.
Yeah.
What made the classic Star Wars shooters so great was that there was a lot of missions that you had to accomplish. You had to search down certain ships, capture other ships. There was a lot of going on. Whereas this is more just like the very bare basics of those games. Although I do notice that the graphics are a little bit better.
But yeah, you know, if you compare this to something like Star Fox, for example, this is much more complicated graphics than Star Fox. It's free roaming, it's not on rails like Star Fox is. But at the same time, Star Fox is a little more satisfying than this.
It's a trap. I don't know, it's a trap or something. I'm technically a plot loophole because I'm not supposed to be in the story at this point.
Yes.
Yeah, here's something that's interesting. In some of the future levels here, you see the Death Star, as it is in Episode 4. So it's not under construction, it's the full Death Star. Yet Admiral Akbar is in the game. He wasn't introduced in the movies until Episode 6.
And not only that, but in Star Wars canon, if you're a Star Wars scholar nerd like I am, or used to be,
nerd?
the Mon Calamari didn't join the rebellion until between the first and second movies. So it's actually kind of a faux pas for him to be in this now.
Yeah, it doesn't really make that much sense.
Well, it's probably not really Akbar. It's probably his cousin from, you know, East Jersey or something like that.
That would explain the accent.
Where the hell are the rest of the... This lack of radar is really an issue, though, because you don't know where the rest of them are, especially when you're, like, down to the line, and you just can't find the rest of them, you just run out of time.
Wipe out enemy fighters.
And that's all he ever said.
That's all our mission ever is.
Hey guys, I got a new mission.
Now we're back in the asteroid belt.
Yeah, this was the first level. What the hell? Message from Admiral.
Hold on, guys, don't say anything. Oh, he says something different. Good.
No. Meet me at my house this Saturday. Take out enemy fighters.
So what do you guys think about the blast processing here? The polygons are a little jagged, but there's a lot of crap going on here. And there's just no way in hell the Genesis could have handled this. No way. Let's go on to our final game here. It's kind of similar. It's called Shadow Squadron.
Sadly, it's droid free.
So again, just like Star Wars, this is 2-player, kind of a similar thing. One player is the pilot, the second player is the gunner.
The graphics are a lot smoother in this and a lot less jagged. They're a lot prettier.
Yeah.
Not only that, but there's also the illusion of shadow by using darker colored polygons as opposed to brighter ones, whereas before everything was equally lighted in the Star Wars version.
Yeah. Again, just a lot more cinematic, a lot more kind of feeling.
Yeah, it's really trying to like pull you into the experience.
Yeah.
Instead of Star Wars, which was just trying to pull your coins into the experience.
Yeah.
These
Watch
things
out.
right here, they're looming over you. There's a lot more sense of like doing.
Yeah, and you can also charge up weapons here, which is really cool. And this music, too. This music is real. Oh, don't crash into it!
I like the explosions too.
Yeah.
Very animate.
And, it's, you know, you couldn't really hurt the Star Destroyers before on the other game, but you have to blow these up, and you have to blow them up in pieces, so it is challenging. And I like that sun blinking in the background, too. It's kind of a nice touch. It gives you a point of reference, at least. And speaking of point of reference, guess what there is in this game?
Whoa!
There's a radar. There's a radar in this game. So it's like, oh, where are all the enemies? Oh, let me check my radar and look.
So, one thing to mention is, there's that irritating timer. I mean,
No,
yeah, eventually you will run out of energy, but
It gives you a little bit more leeway, but you do run out of energy either in your shield or in your weapon. So there is kind of a time limit. But it's not specifically stated as a countdown. Come on, come on! Yes! Oh, we did it! Yes!
nice.
Very good.
I don't think
Shield energy restored.
Yeah, overall, it's graphically superior, and I think gameplay-wise, it's superior.
Yeah,
too.
I mean, even just with the music, it's like pumping you up. You're like,
It might be a little bit more fun in one-player mode where you both like move the ship and fire the guns, but
2-player mode gives it a little something.
Whoa.
You know.
yeah. And it's a lot more fun to actually like be able to dodge ships and like, you know, blow up little ships, blow up big ships. It's fun.
Yeah, whereas in Star Wars game, you couldn't really touch the Star Destroyers. You know, you basically, if you got close, they would start shooting you, it would be over. With these, you can get up close and personal with some of the larger ships in this game, which is kind of cool, actually. So the 32X SHMUPS. Rank them.
Ooh, first place, Shadow Squadron. That was good. I mean, you get that whole sense that you're in there, just, you know.
Cinematic.
Yeah, the whole thing. Like, every aspect of the game seemed like they knew what they were doing to make a space shooter. I mean, sure, they didn't have much to play with because, I mean, it was still only the 32X. Maybe as an arcade game it could have been more, but, it was great. Then Afterburner, because it's fast-paced and fun. And then I'm going to say Star Wars, because it was a bit repetitive, but it was still pretty fun. And then, let's see, this finger through all the way to the other thumb. Yeah, I'm going to just leave all those blank. And then I'm going to put Calibri as the 11th invisible finger, because it's just terrible.
Yeah, you know, I hate to sound repetitive, but I would give the games the same ranking for the same reasons.
Yeah, I'd actually say that Calibri had the second best graphics of all the games we played. I'd say Shadow Squadron is a little bit better, but the gameplay was so incredibly bland, boring, and empty that it was the worst game that we played. I'm going to say that Star Wars actually is a little bit better than Afterburner. Afterburner had much better graphics, but you couldn't stay alive long enough to actually play it. We had more fun playing Star Wars. But we're all in agreement that Shadow Squadron is the best of them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do these games really justify the 32X as a system?
Not back then, but today, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it is an add-on, and guess what? You know, it's kind of cheap on eBay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nothing like the price of a Sega CD, actually, which is kind of strange, I suppose. But if you want to go get one, you might as well.
Yeah. go
Try
for
it out, and I'll toast to that.
Oi.
Droid.
Skipping out on the band when shit gets out of hand. Her the Genesis sister was gonna give you a blister, so you